Well, a special place in Hawaii's history known for healing from disease now has the unique distinction of being free from COVID-19 cases. I spoke with one of the few people on Kalaupapa on how they've managed to stay safe even as the world around them grapples with this pandemic. Surrounded by cliffs on the north shore of Molokai, a special place steeped in history.
They made it a happy place. They made it a place to welcome everybody.
Once home to 8,000 Hansen's disease or leprosy patients helped by Saints Damien and Marianne, today staff including Sister Alicia Damien Lau, a nurse, along with only a handful of patients remain. Now even more isolated when the pandemic hit. Tours and visits had to stop to protect the elderly and vulnerable population from the virus.
Families of our staff were not able to come in, and even the families of the patients. So everything got put on hold.
Now, in a twist of fate, Kalavau County, which covers Kalaupapa, has gone from a place of exile for one infectious disease to a complete safe haven from another. It's the only county left in America without a single confirmed case of COVID-19.
It was almost the complete opposite. It was a reverse segregation. They were keeping and trying to keep people out, whereas, in the 1800s and, up until 1965, they were brought here against their will.
There isn't COVID testing at the settlement, but the few workers who have had contact with the outside have all tested negative. Their annual barge day, which brings in their supplies, normally a social celebration, had to be from a distance.
It was very subdued. We watched it from the Black Sands Beach on the other end and watched the barge come in.
Patients are determined to stay in their COVID-free community. They even refused to leave when Hurricane Douglas approached this summer.
We were on our hands and knees and just saying, okay, Douglas, go offshore, because it was supposed to hit directly into the peninsula. And if it did, the force of the winds would have just carried all the houses out.
Spared from a hurricane and a pandemic, Sister Alicia says no matter what the future holds, they know they're being watched over.
Their faith kept them here and kept them safe, so felt the same thing.
And Tom, Molokai is part of Maui County, but why is this a separate county?
Yeah, it's kind of because it was used as a place of healing. It was actually designated by the Hawaii Department of Health. So Kalavau County is actually its own unique little county that's run by the Department of Health. Okay. So as a matter of fact, the head of the Department of Health actually is the mayor of Kalavau County. So
Dr. Libby Char, yes.
So that's so actually you asked about Niihau, which is also kind of isolated. They also have no coronavirus cases, but they're part of Kauai County.
So you can't count them as the only county in the country.
Right, although they are an island with no cases, but I could talk to her all day. It's such a unique place and a really special place, and people say it really is kind of almost sacred, a spiritual experience going in there, and it is so isolated. You have to either go in by mule down the cliffs or find another way in, but a lot of people say, yeah, it is really special.